A big conference on the Convention on the International Trade in Endangered Species, CITES, is underway in Thailand as more evidence emerges of a big increase in the slaughter of wildlife by poachers, terrorists and organised criminals. The European Parliament agreed a text for the conference calling for new, more globally coordinated measures to combat the scourge. Gerben-Jan Gerbrandy is its author.
If we look at a few sort of landmark species like rhinos and elephants and tigers, can you just describe to me how it is at the moment, how vulnerable they are to poaching and how the situation perhaps has changed over the past couple of years?
If you talk about elephants, a few years ago the problem in Africa was not that there were not enough elephants, but that there were too many elephants. And now you see killings of between 25,000 and 40,000 elephants each year. The ones under threat because of this wildlife crime are animals with ivory like elephants, rhinos because of their horns, all big cats because of their beautiful skins and other parts, but also the big apes. People like to have a gorilla skull or a gorilla hand to buy.
Who are the people that are commissioning these trophy objects?
As well, Europe, United States of America have historically been large markets for these products, but the last couple of years it's primarily Asia. It's China, Vietnam, Laos, these kind of countries, Indonesia, and especially the growing group of people with a middle income. They want to show their new wealth, and they do so by buying ivory things, by buying rhino horns, by buying tiger parts, exotic animals that they present at their homes. And that is the main reason why demand increased so considerably the last 2-3 years.
I read somewhere that a rhino horn can fetch €500,000, a single rhino horn. Is that the case, that the value of animal parts, if you like, has gone through the roof?
Yes, it's incredible. A rhino horn, which is made of nails, the same like human nails, is more expensive than gold. So a kilo of rhino horn is more expensive than a kilo of gold. So criminals, they see an animal walking with a golden horn, a huge golden horn of a few kilos. So that attracts a lot of criminals. And so the poaching is not done anymore by local people who just want to make a few more dollars. No, it's organized crime and even terrorist organizations and rebel groups which use this as a way to buy new weapons for their terrorist and rebel activities.
Is there anecdotal evidence out there of which particular engagements or which particular organizations have actually been doing that?
Yes, well, we all know the story about blood diamonds. Now we can talk about blood ivory. We see that rebel groups from different countries, Republic of Congo, we've seen rebel groups coming out of Chad into Western Africa, killing elephants. And these activities is one of the reasons why this goes much further than just a wildlife problem and problem of nature. This is also a huge regional security problem, and that is the reason why, for instance, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton jumped on it. And the United States is extremely active now, also CIA, other intelligence, even military activities, because poaching is funding terrorist activities and rebel groups. So this is a much bigger issue than just a wildlife issue. This is also about security in the region of Africa and Asia, but also in Europe and the United States of America.
If you look at it from a different angle, from the protection of biodiversity around the world, how would you describe the threat of wildlife crime to the preservation of our species?
We all know that the biological cycle is very, very sensitive and crucial. We all know that if you take certain elements out of it, then the whole cycle is collapsing. And some species are more important than others. If you talk about the iconic species that we are talking about, they have a huge impact. The African savanna is, for a large extent, kept open due to elephants, because they eat enormous amounts of biomass there. Illegal fishing and that might be less spectacular than helicopters flying in killing elephants. But just take another marine iconic species like bluefin tuna. About 2/3 of all the catches is illegal.
Is there a plan on a European level, or should there be a plan?
I want the European Commission and European member states to become much more active in strengthening customs, strengthening enforcement, higher sanctions, but also a lot of external action.
Brilliant.
Thank you.